Soldier Boy, tell. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soldier Boy. You just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, up in it. Why me lean that? Why me rock? Superman, that yeah, why me crack that RoboCop? Super friend, now why me jocking on them, hate them, man. When I do that, Soldier Boy, I lean to the left, then crank that thing now. I'm jocking on you, I'm jocking on you. And if we get the fight, then I'm you catch me at your local party, yes, I crank it every day. Haters get mad, cause I got me some bathing Nate. Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? I'm bouncing on my toes. Why me super soak that? I'ma pass to A-Rab and he gon' crank it up for sure. Haters wanna beat me, Soldier Boy, I'm the man. They be looking at my neck, saying it's the rubber band, man. Why me do it? Damn, let get to it. No, you can't do it like me, though. So don't do it like me, folk. I seen you try to do it like me. Man, that damn was ugly. Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? I'm too fresh, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me crank that Roosevelt and super soak that? Super soak that. Super soak that. Super soak that. Super soak that. I'm too fresh now. Why me shuffle? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? Now Superman. 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 Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman, that now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what?
Good evening. Man, ID the mic. Playing some head-to-head. Playing with the Buffalo Bills.
I feel the master. I feel him. Y'all ready? They ready? Well, come on. Y'all ready? They ready?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western New York. Welcome to the new Highmark Stadium, the home of the Bills. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Orchard Park. Cavante Turpin on the return. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll get this complete. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now. This one caught down the field. It's Flanoy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Cowboys.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 14.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. They'll throw again. Dak. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
See what they have for 2nd and 7.
14-yard line.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they won't be able to draw them offside. Time has run out here in the first quarter. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Prescott to the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, a first carry for James Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier.
Nothing.
The tackle
Net at the line of scrimmage.
overshown.
No gain.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. D. Winters there to bring him down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down.
3rd down
9.
and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dak, fake to Williams. Now he'll throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That is over the middle to Flanor.
Prescott's pass complete to Ryan.
We're seeing
Flanor.
this so much all
Touchdown,
across the NFL,
Dallas.
Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Aubrey now for the extra point. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
14, Bills nothing. Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen now off the bootleg. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
2 minutes to go here. Till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Allen to throw again. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Buffalo.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. It's second down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott in the middle of the field. It's taken by C.D. Lamb. But he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
First down, Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
On play action, here's Dak. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked up by D. Alford.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
To throw once more, here's Allen. And he'll take it on in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Cowboys 14. Bills 7. Tyler pass.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
To kick off for the Cowboys.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll burrow his way forward for a fumble. The veteran, Penny Clark, in on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
This drive rolling now, another 1st and 10. And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Inside the 35. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So after the penalty, this slightly easier from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
21, Bill 7.
The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To the air is Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Greg Russo, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That one just getting worse and worse until they finally bring him down. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Moving to his left. Oh, they get the break they were looking for. It is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 2nd down, Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Here, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Glass. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. Prescott on first down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a second down.
There are certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Only need a yard. And it's fourth down. Prescott now. And he will go down under the pressure. They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. They'll turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A quick slant, looked in by Moore. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defense.
Oh, the one thing you can't have there. He is sacked and the clock runs. Quinn Williams gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they
My home, trading the sand. Soon as these happy faces land, you can run with the cash. Home run, slam dunk, touchdown pass. Mi casa es tu casa, so it ain't no holding back. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby. Take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Cheers to this. Welcome to my house.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. What a perfect day for football. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. On the return, here's Miles Price. Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Kyler starting off with the throw. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Now Murray on the play fake. Brought in left side by Jefferson. He's going to hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Murray to throw. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground.
6 yards.
And it's going to be second and 16 now coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. After the sack, Kyler. Hawkinson reels it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
They'll air it out on third. Flush down now to his left. He's going for it himself. He'll go out of bounds there. Downfield after about 21 yards. And that is a Vikings first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Working on second down. Murray. Looking for some... Oh, Murray lost it! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Third and long for him here. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown. And that forces fourth down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. This from 40 on the right hash.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. And that leaves them in trouble. They're staring down a 3rd and 19 now.
Well, we're already seeing his leg's going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Vikings in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Daniels. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. And that brings up 4th and very, very long.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in, and that O-line's head, they are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has his offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Daniels to throw on 4th. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take possession at their own 35 after they track him down on the return.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. But boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
Off the play action, here's Murray. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Odafe away. The drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing here, Murray. Look at that power, deep left side. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lets another one go. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. I think we all knew the odds weren't great for them getting a 1st down, Brock, but they're not just going to give up the drive, walk over the sideline. So took their shot, didn't work out.
So what you're saying is they didn't throw up the white flag, they threw up the bomb, it just didn't hit.
Exactly. That's taken at the 15. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return. Midfield.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
This snap's going to be our last before the 2-minute warning. Giving this to Krosky-Merritt. And he gets him one as we come up to the 2-minute warning. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Daniels setting up the play action. Called in left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
That's a gain of 3.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
A gain of 9
They
yards.
call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Short pass brought in. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's a gain of 9.
The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
The Vikings 29-yard line.
Here's Daniels on 2nd. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to him. Blake Cashman.
An 11-yard
The Vikings
loss
call a
on the play.
timeout. It'll be their
Brings up
first.
third down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. To throw, Daniels. Okonkwo brings it in. And he needed just a little bit more, didn't he? Got most of it. The stop is made in time, so it is 4th down.
A 10-yard gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Offense staying out there on 4th. They say no to a 47-yard field goal.
Great.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. And the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Here's Kyler to throw. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throwing on 2nd, Murray. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. The sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of about 14 before he stepped out. It's going to be a Minnesota first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense. They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you checked it down to running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Vikings will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 44-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Murray flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too. And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff. We're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And it is a first down, Washington. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Daniels now. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
41-yard line.
Throwing on second. Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll give it to Krosky Merritt. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete. That brings up third down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear it.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Vikings bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run in second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's Murray.
Brings up second and 3.
Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Murray setting up to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They snap it to Murray. Got his man in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 9 yards on the score. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Murray getting everyone set. They're going for two here.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another two more to that lead.
Commanders nothing. Will Riker
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Krosky Merritt to open the drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Daniels. He's got it at the 30. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
33. That's good for a Commanders first down.
Now Daniels to throw. And he will not find the connection on the other end. An incompletion sets up 2nd down. Now they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they've got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
Is to win.
not doing it.
Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter.
And the Washington first down.
From the red zone now. To his back. Here's Rashad White. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard
Out of
line.
the gun, White. Tackled down for a gain of just 3, but that is all they needed. Give him the 1st and goal.
A gain of 3
You know what I
yards.
like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have the key on the run.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings
Now
up
Daniels on 2nd down. This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Commanders. Stephon Diggs scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter.
Commanders
When we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Claiborne. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray. Brought in left side by Jefferson. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. From the gun to Claiborne they go. And he's got him the first down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
Tackle made at the
Win the
30-yard
early battle.
line.
Get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Murray looking to throw. That's Jefferson. He's got it. These hits finally taken out. So call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that is a Vikings first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun handoff here for Claiborne. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Murray to throw. Completed right side to Addison. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First down, Minnesota.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Vikings leading by 5. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Murray. Just wants a Hawkinson outright. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him what looks like about 7.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. It's going to be a Minnesota first down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
Staying between the tackles here with Claiborne. And no question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. Gosh, it's going to be so demoralizing, Brock, to know that this offense probably just going to pound the rock from here on out, and you can't really do a thing to stop them.
That's what they're hoping for, and that's really what all those body blows through the first 3 quarters should pay these kind of dividends when it matters the most.
There's a handoff to Claiborne. And it's going to be a win for the Vikings here today. As they get the first down, they can take the clock down to 0 now.
Taken down by Quan Martin. First and goal, Minnesota.
So it's a win for the Vikings. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout.
She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you. I can feel my face, but I love it. But I love it. But I love it. Oh, I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. I can feel my face, but I love it. But I love it. But I love it. Still I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it. But I love it. Don't you think I can feel my face when I'm with you. I can feel my face, but I love it. When I'm with you, baby. But I love it. When I'm with you, baby.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch blades like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the vodka with the liquor. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. All the housewives pulling up. I got a lot of toys. 720S bumping Fall Out Boy. You was talking in the beginning. Back when I was feeling unforgiving. I know you walk to see me winning. See the hit glue in my mouth and I be grinning. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma will probably know me. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. Everywhere I go, catch me on the block like a Mutombo. 750 Lambo in the Utah snow. Trunk in the front like a Dumbo, yeah. Cut the roof off like a nip tuck. Pull up to the house with some big butts. Turn the kitchen counter to a strip club. Me and Drake came for the. When I got guap, all of y'all disappear. Before I drop Sony, none of y'all really care. Now they always say congratulations to the kid. And this is not a 40, but I'm pouring out the chain. Used to have a lot, but I got more now. Made another hit, cause I got bored now. Always going for it, never pump fourth down. Last call, Hail Mary, Prescott, touchdown, hey. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma will probably know me. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
I'm leaving behind this world and all the things I am. I'm tearing away from it because I know I can. I'm pushing away from you and all the things you are. Don't need no memory, I already wear the scars. There is no yesterday, tomorrow forward. I gave you everything, and in return, you gave me nothing. I'm turning away from me and all the things I've known. I don't need your help no more. I can do this on my own. I'm taking all the blame, resent what I have become. I regret everything and there's nowhere left to run. There is no yesterday.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
In motion goes the tight end. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Looking to put a drive together. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. Now he's free at the 35. Breece Hall, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 66 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Chiefs nothing. Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Second down and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Parker?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll try the air now with Smith. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. New York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Chiefs 7.
As he sends this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And that is going to work out just fine. The defense caught leaning the other way. The reverse works for good yardage and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
For Kansas City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
4 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Walker. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
The 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ken Walker from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Today, Wanwu on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 12.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Calling a loss of 14 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here we go on 4th. Smith letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They run it with Hall off the option. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down. Smith now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Messing the shot with me.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground with Hall. Down to about the 32.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Hall again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass to make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Smith to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
York able to see this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.